Stress has become a part of our everyday lives, leading to anxiety, frustration, and often tension. These are all elements that are detrimental to our overall wellness and quality of life. Introducing the Balanced Life app. And the intention of this app, as you will see today, is to use moving meditations as a way to leverage the natural energy we all have inside of us in a way that helps us manage those stressors. And through practice, by referring to the energy patterns that are depicted in each of the exercises, we hope to lead more people to fulfilling lives, to balanced lives, to healthier lives, where ultimately they have greater fulfillment and sense of purpose. Welcome to the Balanced Life demonstration. Now, as we discuss the Balanced Life app, you'll notice that it's Balanced Life for a Lifetime. And this matters a great deal to me. My name is Jhay Davis, and I'm a lifelong martial arts practitioner as well as a technologist. I've developed software and designs for Fortune 50 companies, and as I've mentioned, I've integrated the practices that you'll see in this app into my life. I have a portfolio that includes several iOS apps on the App Store, as well as web designs for both large and small organizations, and a video portfolio that is focused on social issues. Now, the scope of this app is designed, again, to help improve the modern lifestyle. The busy professional has become inundated with many facets of life that detract from their ability to have that quality time, to lower the sense of stress in their lives. And the reason for this is, if you look at our target audience, we're primarily centering on people who've had successful careers, but in the pursuit of that career, they've lost that balance, and now they're looking to find that. So there are some products in this space that are trying to help, but many of them are simple tools that help with affirmations. We wanted something more rigorous, and so we tapped Dr. Reginald Turner, professional life coach, and he specializes in well-being. Now, this led us next to the top 3 apps that are currently in this space, and those are Think Up, 7-Minute Chi, and Hoden Qigong. Each of these apps were then placed on a feature matrix so that we could understand where there was high and low value to users, as well as high and low complexity, as we worked to develop our own solution. Our target audience was centered on urban professionals with incomes of over $75,000 that were health conscious and had some post-college graduate experience. We then developed 3 key personas. The first was Jackie, the strategist, who needed a clear strategy in her program with a roadmap to understand her path and how to understand if she was meeting her objectives within using the app. Second was Scott, the scheduler. And because Scott depends on his calendar and reminders to stay on track, he wanted to make sure there was an automated way that this app could fit within his current schedule without him having to do that. And lastly, there was Damaris, the analyzer. She's an analyst by trade, and this makes her naturally curious in terms of why the app works and what's the philosophy behind the app and the movements to help her connect with the basis for what she's doing and to understand it on a much deeper level. We were very intentional to develop a look and a feel that was consistent with the audience and the product itself, and this is an example of that. We then moved to trying to understand the features and functions within the app and how to structure them in a very intuitive way. The results of our card sorting exercises helped us to understand how to better organize the features and functions in the app that were intuitive to the user in a way that they could easily jump in and begin using. Of course, this led us to the development of wireframes, and you'll see some examples here of some early sketches. From there, we came up with 3 primary tasks, which is the first workout, the calendar sync, and then a scenario by which we could understand whether or not the participants understood the basis for the movements within the app. So ultimately, this resulted in high fidelity prototypes, and we'll show a demo here. And while this is available for iPad, for simplicity, we're going to show it to you in the smallest form factor to show that it's still functional. So you'll see here there is a quick start guide for the initial lesson, and that's designed to get someone started and going right away. So as they start this lesson, this first one is called Harnessing the Sun, and they have the ability here to fast forward or pause or get more information about the video. But what we're going to see here is, again, a demonstration of the app, and in this particular instance, it is providing real-time feedback from the participants' heart rate, and it's also, as you'll see, instructing them in terms of their breathing. These movements are coordinated and designed in a way to fully leverage the breathing and the movement to lead to the best physical outcome in terms of relaxation and wellness. At the conclusion of any lesson, the user can then also choose to understand a little bit more about what they just completed. They are then awarded a badge, as you will see here, and the user has the ability to see maybe what the next badge is in their workout. And they can do that, as you see on the right. They can also understand how they can earn other free items from the app. Here, they need to earn 3 badges to unlock this free t-shirt. Or they could choose to buy now by visiting the Balanced Life shop, where they could see all of the merchandise that we offer. Let's take a look at some other high fidelity prototypes, and this one is for scheduling. And in particular, this is Scott, where he's going to connect his iCal to the app. He's going to allow it to auto schedule, and he's going to allow the Balanced Life app to access his calendar. The app is going to automatically make a recommendation for a 30-minute workout. However, Scott is an overachiever, and he wants to add 5 minutes to meditate. So you'll see that illustrated on the right. And then he is given a recommended schedule, but we want to be flexible and allow Scott an opportunity to change the schedule. So he doesn't want to wake up so early on Sunday morning. He prefers to start at 10. And so here you can see he can change that. And now he has an updated schedule. In terms of technical resources, this is an iOS-only app in the early stages, which means our primary development tools will be Xcode, HealthKit for the health integration, Swift as our native code base, and the Swift UI to help us develop the interface. As you can see, there's a host of developer documentation available to help us achieve this, and I've used all of those in the past previous to this app. I also consulted various medical sources to validate the premise that these ancient practices done in a modern way can still have benefits to practitioners in modern times. And so you'll see that that is documented here as well. And finally, again, we use Dr. Reginald Turner because he's been known for his commitment to physical fitness and meditative practices as a means to help clients move past any inner conflict and find harmony, peace, and balance. That's the essence of the Balanced Life app. It is more than just a meditation. It is more than just a demonstration. It is the convergence of the robust infrastructure that we now have through wearable devices to help give us biofeedback in terms of our health and fitness. It is also leveraging the visualizations and technology that are now possible to help us understand how these energy patterns could be visualized, ultimately leading us to more fulfilled and centered lives, both in, home, and at work. Again, my name is Jay Davis. It's been a pleasure to discuss the Balanced Life app with you today. Thank you so much for your time.